Tom J here for another episode of King Craft Beer Reviews. So today, for your drinking pleasure, we have Lagunitas 2015 one-hitter series. This is the Doppelsticky from Lagunitas. It is a German alt beer, or a German strong ale. It's called both. It doesn't have a lot of information on the bottle. Actually, it really doesn't have any information on the bottle concerning this this style. I mean, I know Doppelbock is, I know that's one thing, but Doppelsticky, I think this is a combination of some sort of bittering hops and probably a more malt forward type of stronger ale. The stats on this, let's see, ABV 7.70 ABV. I did not get the IBU on this. I'll get it in a minute. Let's see, the Beer Advocate has it a 90, and this is done with some either Australian or New Zealand hops. Yeah, the Enigma hop. I think it's Australian, but it could be New Zealand. It's definitely one of those two countries. They claim, I read from the description, that it's dry hopped with some real danky, dark type of hops. Probably got a little, probably got some dankness to it. Yeah, so with that, we'll get this open. And we'll get into a glass. Okay. Oh, that looks beautiful. That looks like a very nice beer. 1.5, maybe small 2-finger or 1.5 finger head. It's off-white. The head is off-white, tiny, creamy looking bubbles. And as far as the color, it is a nice orangey amber color. Orange amber, and the beer itself is slightly hazy with a little bit of carbonation coming in from the bottom up there. It looks beautiful. Very nice looking. Okay, let's get a nose on it. Wow. Smells more like an IPA than anything else. You have, right up front, you have some nice sweet grapefruit. Some nice orange. Wow. You definitely have some, you have that oniony thing going on. That happens a lot with Lagunitas. I get that same oniony, or I don't know if it's what you want to call it, earthy or oniony. Some people call it cat piss. You know, it's something. I don't know what it is, but it's in mostly all the Lagunitas you know, hop forward beers. They always have that. I happen to like it, but it smells really good. It's got a nice sweetness in there. Smelling on the back of it, I'm smelling a little bit of caramel, a little bit of toffee, but mostly I'm getting a nice sweet tropical grapefruity orange type of aroma on this. It actually smells pretty good. All right. So with that, we're going to dive in. Cheers. Wow. It's quite delicious. You have a nice grapefruit, a fleshy, like pink grapefruit, sweet grapefruit, orange zest. A little bit of tropical fruit, maybe a little peach in there, but it also has a nice bittering, not too intense, but it's there. It has some malt. It has some malt characteristics. It's got nice sweetness going on in the background, a little bit of caramel, like I said. So yeah, it's tasting pretty good. It really is. It's I like it. It's kind of like an IPA to me. Yeah. It's got a nice bitterness. It dissipates as it leaves, as it goes down. It starts to dissipate, but up front there's a nice bitterness. The mouthfeel. Easy peasy going down. Wow, you get a really nice grapefruit, a nice sweet grapefruit, just like you're digging into a grapefruit half with a spoon, maybe a little sugar on it. That's what it tastes like. It's really nice. Getting back to the mouthfeel, I wandered off a little bit. The mouthfeel is medium light, goes down very nicely. It's got very spritzy carbonation. Very easy drinking. At 7.7%, it's a little bit dangerous because it goes down very easily. It's got a slight dryness on the back end. Leaves you wanting to take another sip. Oh, really nice. It is a little bit sticky in the mouth, a little bit of a sticky mouth feel. Maybe that's why they have that Doppelsticky in there. It's slightly different than a typical IPA. Not much. I mean, it has a little bit more maltiness than I would say a typical IPA. It's got a little bit more of a malt backbone to it, but as far as the hopping is concerned, it tastes like a really good single IPA with a nice balance of citrusy hops and dank hops. It's got dank, not too much pine, but dankness and citrusy, juicy, maybe a little bit of tropical in it. All in all, very nice, very enjoyable. This one I like. Okay, we're gonna let this warm up a little bit. Then I'm gonna come back and I am going to tell you what I think about it after that intermission. All right, I'm back. So I let this Lagunitas Doppelsticky heat up a little bit. Look at the lacing on this glass. Look at that. That's just sticking around. It warmed up a bit. The flavor stayed true, except that the fruity flavors really popped. The alcohol was really not. It was really not in the picture when I first had it. Now you can taste the alcohol slightly, not too much. Before I did not give you the IBUs. The IBUs are 66 on this, and I did not give you the rate beer score, and that was a 93. So Beer Advocate gave it 90, Rate Beer gave it 93. Now what I'm trying to figure out here is they're calling this an alt beer. Okay, I know the style alt beer, a German style alt beer. This is not an alt beer. If I didn't know any better, this to me would be an IPA. It's actually pretty far away from being an alt beer. A German strong ale. It has really nothing to do with each other. But this is, I guess this is an extreme American take on the style. I almost cannot even see any sort of comparison at all. With that being said, it's a tremendous beer. I mean, I don't care if you call it poopy whoopy, you know, it's really, really good. You know, it's just that they named it something and I don't get it. I'm not understanding where you're, you know, and where the description, if you look at Rate Beer and you look at Beer Advocate, they're calling it an alt beer and a German strong ale. I don't understand that. That's really not what it is. It's an IPA. It's definitely like a single IPA. It's got the ABV that a single IPA, or maybe a double IPA, but it's in that ABV range and in the IBU range of that style beer. It's got citrus and dank hops in it, like American style hops, even maybe Australian hops, but they're all that fruity, grapefruity, citrusy, orangey type of thing. So it does have a little bit of a larger malt presence. I guess that's why they're calling that, but it's not enough to sway me, in my opinion, that this is more of an IPA than anything else. Yeah, but I don't really care what they call it. The beer is delicious. It really is. It's a very, very nice beer. They don't. I don't see a date on here. I did not see a date. Let me just look real good here. Oh wait, I see it. Oh, it's in Julian. To me, it looks like the 26th. I can't figure this out. I see 15, but I can't figure it out. All right, it tastes fairly fresh though. It tastes pretty fresh. All right, so I'm gonna swig the rest of this down. Oh, definitely a nice beer. Yeah, it's very enjoyable. Got a nice sweetness to it. It's got a little bit more, I would say the only difference, I'm going to say it again, it's the only difference I see between this and a standard full-blown IPA is that this has a little bit more sweetness in the back end of the taste. It's a little sweeter, and that sweetness adds to the fruit, and it just kind of makes it a little bit more of a fruity flavor. But good stuff nonetheless. Rating time. Let's see, what am I going to give this Lagunitas? I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It wasn't the upper echelon by no means. It's not their Lagunitas sucks or like that, but it's good. It's pretty good. All right. From 1 to 100, I will give this an 89. Score of 89 for the Lagunitas 2015 one-hitter series. Oh, by the way, the one-hitter series is every year Lagunitas does these one-hitters where they'll make one batch of something. They'll pick a style, they'll release it one time. You may never see it again. It's just that they randomly go with they'll brew a one-off batch and they release it one time, and they mass put it out, and that's what you get. But yeah, this is Lagunitas 2015 one-hitter series Doppelsticky. If you see it, it's definitely worth it. It was not expensive. It was pretty cheap actually. I think I picked this up for maybe like $9 for a 6-pack in the store. So you can't go wrong there. Anyway, this is Tom J signing off with another episode of King of Craft Beer Reviews. And just remember, as always, to drink responsibly.